News hot off the press. It looked like the push that was heard around the world has cost WNBA player Chennedy Carter her career.
It's a shocking turn of events for Chennedy Carter. What seemed like just a heated moment on the court has now spiraled into something much bigger. With the Sky opting not to use a core designation on her, Carter's future in the WNBA is uncertain. Do you think this was an overreaction, or was it a necessary move by the team? Let's hear your thoughts.
When Tyler Marsh did the press conference, he talked about Angel Reese, he talked about Cardoso, who I think is going to be a star in the WNBA, but he did not really mention Chennedy Carter at all, and that raised a lot of eyebrows.
Carter's talent has never been in question, but her track record of controversy keeps following her. Now with her third team cutting ties, it raises the question, was this just an emotional mistake, or is it a pattern that teams are no longer willing to tolerate? What do you think? Does Carter deserve another shot, or has she burned too many bridges?
When she took it upon herself to put her filthy thug hands on WNBA player Caitlin Clark.
Her shove on Clark wasn't just a physical play. It was a statement, whether intentional or not. In a league that's banking on Clark's rising stardom, this move put Carter in the spotlight for all the wrong reasons. Was it just an intense moment of competition, or was there something deeper behind it? Let's break it all down.
Fire between Carter and Clark.
She's now facing an uncertain future in the WNBA. Was it just a heated moment, or did she cross a line that could cost her everything?
That push right there was that right there, I believe, was the push that altered her career. And I'm telling you right now, it is not looking good for Chennedy Carter.
Erupted in boos as players stood frozen in shock. Caitlin Clark's stunned expression said it all. Later, she recalled, "I felt the push, and time just stood still." The backlash was immediate, and in that moment, it was clear. Chennedy Carter had just made a career-altering mistake.
But calling someone the B-word while literally freaking winding up for a cheap shot. Yeah, that has to be taken into account. And then, after the cheap shot, staring over and saying something before walking away. Like, you can't give... Like, that is 3 separate technical foul occasions.
That's the big question. Did Chennedy Carter just ruin her WNBA career? In a league that values professionalism as much as skill, her actions might have done more damage than she realizes. Talent can take you far, but reputation can make or break you. Right now, Carter isn't just fighting for a roster spot. She's fighting to rebuild her image.
Her future was not going to be very bright, bruh. Now, a lot of people was kind of surprised by this. I'm not, because I know, you know what I'm saying? What she did to Caitlin Clark was completely unnecessary. And I'm here to tell you guys, she's living with that decision today because she is without a job.
Exactly. In professional sports, perception matters just as much as performance. Scouts and executives aren't just evaluating talent, they're looking at character, leadership, and composure under pressure. Carter's actions didn't just raise eyebrows. They sent a message that she might not be the kind of player a franchise can build around. Now, the question is, can she turn things around before it's too late?
Right.
You're jealous.
Bigger
that
ratings.
was a Bush League play, and it needs to be addressed. That was a flagrant foul. That was unnecessary. Flagrant, anything deemed to be unnecessary. I need somebody to explain to me, why was that necessary?
In moments like these, how an athlete responds can define their career just as much as their talent. Instead of damage control, Carter's silence and denial only fueled the controversy. Fans, analysts, and even other players saw it as a lack of accountability. And in a league that values professionalism and leadership, that kind of response doesn't go unnoticed. Now, she's not just battling for a roster spot, she's fighting to rebuild her reputation.
She turned to you a little bit after the few
I didn't answer no Caitlin Clark questions.
Did she say anything to you?
I don't know what she said.
What'd you say to her?
I didn't say anything.
kind of on the play before bumping in with Caitlin.
As y'all heard there, man, Chennedy Carter let it be known she was not answering any Caitlin Clark questions. And I'm telling you right now, she probably wish she should have, because she's without a job.
Right. You'd expect that a player with Carter's talent would have some leeway, especially after a controversial moment. But the GM of the Chicago Sky made it clear that performance and behavior go hand in hand. They didn't offer her a core designation, which essentially signals that they're not even committing to keeping her as a key player for the future. It's a tough blow for someone who was once seen as a cornerstone of the team. This move speaks volumes about how much her behavior on and off the court has affected her standing.
Chennedy Carter had an incredible season for us last year, but in a statement provided by the Chicago Times, she's extremely talented and is a player that can impact the game at the highest level. In our league, we absolutely appreciate what she did for our team last year. However, we've made changes to our staff and will make changes to our rosters. Those changes impact Kennedy's fit on the team, so we wanted to give her the best opportunity as a free agent.
Social media is often where tensions boil over, and when a teammate unfollows another, it's not just a small gesture. It's a pretty loud statement about the relationship. Angel Reese, a star in her own right, stepping away from Carter online is just one more sign that things aren't going smoothly behind the scenes. It makes you wonder if there's more to this story, maybe some friction in the locker room that's bubbling over into the public eye. This kind of drama, especially between teammates, could definitely impact the chemistry of the team and cause some serious ripple effects.
I mean, look, maybe she's part of the culture problem. But that's very interesting. You know, I assumed, I'm not going to lie to you, I assumed the Chicago Sky was going to bring her back.
Seems like things are really unraveling for Chennedy Carter, both on and off the court. If she can't mend those bridges with her teammates and prove she's a team player, she might be facing an uphill battle to regain trust, not just with the Sky, but across the league. What do you think her next move should be?
Said Chennedy Carter not getting an offer from the Sky means one thing. Someone influential in the locker room did not want her on the team. You never let your best offensive player and arguably your best player walk away from nothing unless there are locker room issues.
That's a tough blow for Carter, especially given her scoring ability. The Sky's decision not to offer her a qualifying deal speaks volumes, and it sends a clear message about how important a player's behavior off the court is. It's a big turning point for Carter, and how she handles this setback will play a big role in her future.
I mean, she can score with the lights out. I mean, she's pure offense, a pure shooting guard, scoring guard. An instant offense. But if you're a team, do you really want her on the team? I wouldn't.
Chennedy Carter's situation is evolving rapidly. Her push on Caitlin Clark has not only affected her standing with the Chicago Sky, but also her future in the WNBA. With no team rushing to sign her, it's clear that her actions, both on and off the court, are being closely scrutinized. While talent can carry a player far, behavior and attitude play a crucial role in the team dynamics of the league. Time will tell whether Carter can rebound, but for now, the road ahead looks uncertain.
Whereas no team wants the cancer in the locker room. Okay, so that raises a great question. Is anybody going to want her? Maybe that's the best question. I mean, certainly there's real attitude issues.
This is turning into quite the scandal. The presence of a hidden clause in Chennedy Carter's contract really raises some eyebrows. It suggests that the Chicago Sky might have anticipated issues with her down the line. This could indicate that they were already concerned about her behavior or fit with the team long before this latest incident. The fact that they could easily cut ties with her based on that clause speaks volumes about the level of preparation they had for a possible fallout. It's starting to look less like an isolated incident and more like part of a bigger pattern. But the real question now is, will Carter learn from this and come back stronger, Or has she burned too many bridges?
This is what Annie Cristobal stated as well. No qualifying offer sent out to Chennedy Carter means she will be a free agent to test the market as an unrestricted free agent beginning tomorrow.
It's crazy how fast the tables have turned for Carter. Her agent is clearly doing everything in their power to salvage the situation, but it seems like the damage might already be done. Teams are hesitant, and no one's jumping at the chance to bring her in. The WNBA is all about team dynamics, and if she's seen as a potential disruption, that's a huge red flag for any organization. It's tough to see her career hanging in the balance. But if she's really serious about turning things around, it's going to take more than just words. It'll require consistent actions and a complete shift in how she handles the pressure.
And I'm telling you right now, a lot of people and a lot of owners is not finna pick her up because of her attitude.
That's brutal. When teams start throwing around terms like locker room cancer, it's not just about a few bad habits. It's a reputation that can stick with a player for the rest of their career. No matter how much talent you have, if the team feels like you're disrupting the chemistry, it's a huge risk. In professional sports, especially at the highest level, team dynamics are everything. If Carter can't shake this label, it could be a major hurdle she has to overcome if she wants to continue in the league. She might have to prove herself in a way she's never had to before.